Hey guys, I hope you're doing great today. So I wanted to talk about payment modes today. There are so many platforms that as a freelancer you can use to get paid for your services, online services. So there are so many platforms. For instance, we have PayPal, we have Skrill, we have Payoneer, we have Wise, we have so many platforms out there. So uh, most of these work, but sometimes you might experience challenges with them. And one thing I have against most of these, two things I have against most of them is that, first of all, they have very high requirements for you to create an account. So, for instance, if you want to create an account with Pioneer, you have to put all your details there, your ID, your residence, residential address, sometimes even your tax or bank documents for you to actually just get an account. And I find this to be quite discriminative, and I think it's not something that we should be experiencing at this age. The second thing is that we have issues with the payment cost or the transaction cost. So, for instance, you find that for you to get money from maybe somebody who was sent abroad from abroad, you lose about 1 to 5% of the transaction. So, for instance, if you're sending if you're being paid 100,000 Kenya shillings, you might find that the cost of doing that transaction alone can range from 1,000 Kenya shillings to 5,000 Kenya shillings. It might not seem very big, especially when you look at it in terms of the cost of that transaction, but 5,000 Kenya shillings is a lot. 1,000 Kenya shillings is a lot. It's enough for you to for food for a whole week. So I find these transactions to be very costly, and that's why I've opted for one solution to this, a solution that is almost instantaneous and also very cheap. And I want to talk about it today. So the thing is, I get paid by my clients, some of them, if I'm able to convince them through Bitcoin. So what I normally do is that there are certain platforms that you need for you to actually get this money. So first of all, you need a wallet, a Bitcoin wallet. And I'll take you through just an example. So this is known as a wallet of Satoshi. It's one of the most prominent wallets in the Bitcoin space. It's a free, very simple Bitcoin Lightning wallet. This is one where I can say you can start with. It has both an address that you can own by yourself or an address that has that the platform actually saves your password. So it's called custodial and non-custodial. The second one is called Blink. This is also another very simple and easy to use wallet. So these you can choose one of them, either you can choose either of them. So first of all, you need a wallet for you to get paid. The second thing that you need is something known as Tando. It's an app that you can download on your phone. It's actually a Kenyan app. It's built by a Kenyan, something that we are proud of. So Tando, the purpose of Tando is it helps you to spend your Bitcoin anywhere in Kenya with ease. So basically, we are going to be using Tando to change that money from Bitcoin to uh, to to Kenyan shillings or to M-Pesa. And lastly, what you need is the ability to convince your employer to pay you through Bitcoin. So I know it's not that easy. I know you'll have to talk about it quite if they will like to consider. So you need to just tell them that you would like to get paid through Bitcoin, and if they are open to that, you can arrange ways of payment. So basically, with that information, I want to show you an example of how I get paid. For instance, if a client wants to pay me right now, this is the process that I go through, and I'm just going to show you through my screen. Yeah, so this is my screen. I'm going to show you how an example of how I get paid by a client. So first of all, I'll go to my Blink wallet. So where is it? I'll take Blink, and then I will tell this guy I'm going to take is it my address or something? Receive. I'm going to send to go to receive, and then I'm going to say maybe set amount. So something like supposed to pay me like 10,000. So set amount. So and then I'm going to take this one. I've taken that address and then I'm going to send that person. So maybe I can go to an email and then compose, and then I'll say so that I'll paste it there and then I'll say something like mm, pay to, okay, sorry, pay to this address. So when they receive this whatever it is, that this code, they're simply going to open it in their bank, in their account, in their wallet, and then they are going to remit that money. Now I'm supposed to receive this money to my this Bitcoin sats to my address. So this is where I'm going to receive it. I'm just, for demonstration, I received 100 shillings here through this transaction with a colleague. So let's do this transaction together. So we are going to assume that this 100,000, this 10,000, the 10,000 Kenyan shillings that I was supposed to receive is 100 Kenyan shillings. So I have about 100 Kenyan shillings here. Now the next thing I'm going to do to get this money to my M-Pesa is I'm going to go to Tando, and then I'll go to send money, then I'll put my number, next, and then I'm going to put the amount. So I'm going to receive 100 Kenya shillings. I want it to come to my phone. So the range is between, I think, 10 shillings to 50,000 Kenya shillings per transaction. So I guess, yeah, they're already indicated there. And then I'm going to create an invoice, and then I'm going to say pay. Now when I say pay, it automatically opens the wallet that you've chosen to use. So if you have wallet of Satoshi, it's going to open wallet of Satoshi. If you have Blink, it's going to use Blink. So it's going to open there, and then if you have enough amount of money in your wallet, it's going to allow you to go to next, and then you're going to say confirm. So it has accepted the transaction, and within a few minutes I'm supposed to receive that 100 Kenya shillings. Where is it? Yes, there it goes. So I've received 100 Kenya shillings from Splice Infra Kenya Limited. So this is the company that is behind Tando. They have sent me the money. So that's a very easy, a very simple demonstration of how you can actually receive money from your clients. If you are able to talk to these clients and tell them that they can pay you through Bitcoin, it's going to be very easy for you, because this transaction can happen instantly. So if they use Bitcoin, just talk to them and tell them that, are you okay with paying me through Bitcoin? Because Bitcoin is much easier. You do not have to go through the exchange rates zenye zinakuanga very they use you very badly. You're not going to yani wanakufanya una spend so much. Also, you're not going to take so much time for you to receive this money, and this money comes to your phone without any person's knowledge. Inafika tu instantly. And if you like Bitcoin, you can decide maybe acha tu zibaki kwa wallet, zibaki huko. But anyway, this is how I wanted just to show you how I receive this money. And from my clients, it's a very simple and easy way of receiving money from your clients from abroad. If you want help with how to start getting started with receiving this money through Bitcoin, you can always reach out to me. I can help you. Thank you.